Okay, so let's talk about headstand. So there are a few different ways to go up, and there are a few different mudras that you can use, but here's the one I like most of the time. So I'm just taking my pinky finger just loosely underneath the other. The fingers are loosely interlaced and I have a little space in between my palms. So I'm gonna place my head into the nest here, in between the wrists. So I'm not holding the head and I'm not clamping the wrists. I actually have this sort of soft support going on here. And I wanna hug my elbows in pretty close because they're gonna roll open a little bit when I go up, okay? So I'm gonna show you a few different ways of doing that. So one way to come up is to find that mudra, and you can be pretty close to the wall for this particular variation, especially if you're newer to headstand and not so sure, okay? In putting your head into the nest, so you should feel your wrists kind of on your head, and you're just right on the crown of your head. Elbows pressed down and apart, toes tucked. The closer you can get your feet, the easier this is going to be. Okay, you can bend your knees a bit. Think of tipping your bum up to the sky, and then one leg can lift. Hug the inner thighs, press, not hop, and see if you can come with a straight leg. So I'm really using my elbows, squeezing my ankles together, and trying to find that. It's like a pencil balancing on an eraser. It's very straight. Okay. One thing you can think about is the space behind you as you're going up. So when you lift one leg, rather than trying to just lift that heavy bottom leg there, push into the elbows, lean back. Okay, so this top leg comes behind you, and then you're finding the plumb line after that. It's a little bit of leg coming behind you to come down as well with control. The foot goes a little bit behind. Okay. Next variation that we're going to try is a little bit different. This is a little more core focused. Okay. Same little mudra, tucking the finger under, finding that place on the mat. Crown of the head comes down. Lifting up the bum, walk the feet in. Then one foot comes in, not up, in. And then we push into the elbows, lean the hips back, and come into this little half headstand. Immediately the bum tips back, and then you push the feet up to the sky. So that's a little bit of a different way of coming up. Okay, a little harder to come down, but you can. Stick your bum behind you. Think of that space around behind you. Hugging in. Core, core, core. Child's pose. Okay, here's another variation I love for headstand. This one works with a little bit more of a wide shape with the body, okay? So kind of a fun one. Let's see how this one feels. So I've got my fingers loosely interlaced. Crown of the head comes down. Tuck the toes, again, walk in nice and close. Bring a knee in and then open. Sweep your opposite foot wide. Whoa. You can take a nice big V there and then hug in from that place. Okay. So that hugging in and opening gives you that open hip quality. Sweeping. And you can take a little butterfly shape there as well. It allows the hips to come back behind you, which is where we kind of find our balance. And then child's pose.